They really thought they had you cornered, didn't they? They looked around the room, counted the heads, and saw nobody standing next to you. They did the math in their heads. They saw you by yourself, and they licked their lips like wolves spotting a lost sheep. They thought you were easy pickings. They thought you were vulnerable, exposed, defenseless. But man, did they make a miscalculation, a fatal error. See, they forgot the most important factor in the equation. They looked with their physical eyes, but they were blind to the spiritual reality. They thought you were alone, but they didn't see the giant standing right beside you. They didn't see the shadow that covers you. They didn't see that when they stepped up to you, they were stepping up to God Himself. You felt it, didn't you? That moment when everyone walked away, when the phone stopped ringing, when the invites stopped coming, when the people you rode for, the people you bled for, suddenly got amnesia and forgot your name. It hurt. I know it hurt. It's a cold feeling, standing in an empty room while the world turns its back on you, and they loved it. Oh, don't think for a second they didn't enjoy your isolation. They celebrated it. They whispered to each other, "Look at him now. Look at her. She's got nobody. We stripped him bare." They thought that by isolating you, they could destroy you. They thought that if they cut off your support system, you would crumble into dust. But look at you. You're still here. You're still breathing. You're still standing. And that confuses the hell out of them. They are scratching their heads right now, wondering how you survived, wondering why you haven't collapsed. They don't understand how a person can walk through the fire alone and not get burned. But that's the secret, isn't it? You were never alone, not for a second. When they walked out, God walked in. When they let go of your hand, God grabbed it tighter. They thought they were abandoning you in the wilderness, but they were actually leaving you in the sanctuary of the Most High. They cleared the room so God could have your undivided attention. And now they have to deal with the consequences of attacking someone who is backed by the Creator of the universe. You see, they view life through a cheap lens. They think power is numbers. They think power is cliques, groups, crowds. They think if they have 10 people and you have 0, they win. But they forgot that 1 plus God is always a majority. Always. They can bring an army. They can bring their lies, their rumors, their little schemes, but it doesn't matter, because who is standing beside you? The one who shuts the mouths of lions, the one who parts the seas, the one who makes a way out of no way. They are playing checkers, trying to jump you, while God is playing 4D chess with their lives. They thought you were a target. They didn't realize you were bait. Yeah, you heard me. Bait. God let them come close. He let them think you were defenseless just to expose their true hearts, just to see who would try to strike you when they thought no one was looking. And now that He has seen it, now that He has marked their faces, the protection is about to turn into correction. And that is what they should really be afraid of, not you, but the one standing next to you. You don't fight your own battles anymore, do you? You learned that the hard way. You used to try to explain yourself, used to try to win them back, used to beg for them to stay, but then you looked to your side and realized who was walking with you. And when you realized that, you stopped begging, you stopped chasing. Because why would you chase a peasant when you are walking with the King? That shift, that change in your energy, that terrifies them. They expected you to be desperate. They expected you to be bitter. But instead, you are peaceful. You are calm. You are unbothered. And nothing drives a hater crazy like seeing their victim happy. They want to know why. Why isn't he crying? Why isn't she falling apart? I'll tell you why. Because you know something they don't. You know that every weapon formed against you will not prosper, not because you are perfect, but because the one beside you is invincible. Think about the arrogance it takes to look at a child of God, someone who is trying to do right, someone who has a good heart, and decide to destroy them. They have to be blind. They have to be foolish. They acted like God was on vacation. They acted like he was blindfolded. They threw dirt on your name thinking it would stick, but God was standing right there with a towel, wiping you clean. They tried to trip you, but God was standing right there, catching you before you hit the ground. They tried to lock doors in your face, but God was standing right there, holding the master key. They failed. Every single time they failed, and they will keep failing, because you cannot defeat what God has decided to protect. It is a physical impossibility. It is like trying to punch the wind, like trying to hold back the ocean with a spoon. They are fighting a battle they lost before they even threw the first punch. And the sad part is, they don't even know who they are really fighting. They think they have a beef with you. Nah, they have a beef with God. When you mess with the anointed, you invite a war you cannot win. They thought you were just some lonely person they could bully, but they woke up a sleeping giant. God takes it personally when people mess with his own. He takes it personally when the wicked gang up on the righteous. So let them plot. Let them gather in their little groups and whisper. Let them feel strong in their numbers. It's all an illusion, a house built on sand, and the storm is coming, not a storm of your revenge. You don't need revenge. Revenge is for people who are alone. Revenge is for people who have to protect themselves. You have the ultimate protector. You just stand still and watch the salvation of the Lord. Watch how he unravels their plans. Watch how he turns their wisdom into foolishness. Watch how the pit they dug for you becomes the grave they fall into. It's ironic, isn't it? They tried to make you an outcast, but in doing so, they pushed you closer to God than you have ever been. Their betrayal was actually a blessing. Their rejection was actually redirection. If they hadn't left you alone, you might never have realized who was standing beside you. You might have kept relying on them, kept leaning on broken crutches, but they kicked the crutches away, and you learned to stand on the rock. So in a way, you should thank them. Thank them for showing you that people are temporary, but God is eternal. Thank them for showing you that friends can be fake, but God is always real. They did you a favor, they stripped away the distractions, and now it's just you and him, and that is a dangerous combination. There is a confidence that comes from this, a swagger, not arrogance, but a deep, unshakable knowing. You walk into a room now, and you don't care who likes you. You don't care who approves of you, because you walked in with God, and you're going to walk out with God. Their validation is worthless currency. You don't need it. They look at you, and they see a mystery. They see someone who should have died a long time ago, someone who should have quit, someone who should have lost their mind. But you are still smiling, still pushing, still winning, and it haunts them. It keeps them up at night. They stare at the ceiling, wondering, what does he have that I don't? What does she know that I don't? They will never understand, because to understand they would have to humble themselves, and they are too full of pride for that. So let them watch, let them speculate, let them keep thinking you are alone. It gives you the element of surprise. Let them underestimate you. It makes the victory sweeter, because one day, and that day is coming soon, the fog is going to lift, and they are going to see clearly They are going to look at you, really look at you, and they will see the light shining off you. They will see the favor that rests on your shoulders, and they will realize with a sinking feeling in their stomach, oh no, he wasn't alone. She wasn't by herself. We were fighting God this whole time. And that realization, that moment of terror, that is their judgment. That is the moment their hearts will drop, because they will know there is no fighting it. There is no negotiating with it. They made their bed. Now they have to lie in it. You just keep walking. Keep your head high. Don't you dare look down. Don't you dare let them see you sweat. You have the King of Kings standing at your right hand. You have the armies of heaven watching your back. They thought you were a lone sheep, but they just walked into the lion's den. And the lion, he is awake, he is watching, and he is standing right beside you, ready, willing, and able to settle the score. They forgot who you belong to, but don't worry, God is about to remind them. You see, there is a specific kind of silence that falls over a room when the truth finally comes out. That is the moment you are waiting for. That is the moment God is preparing. Right now, they are still chattering. They are still loud. They are still convincing themselves that they made the right choice to betray you. They are high-fiving each other over your downfall. But they are celebrating a game that isn't over yet. They are cheering at halftime, thinking the score is final, but the second half belongs to God. And God, he plays the long game. He doesn't just want to win. He wants to make a statement. He wants to show them that no weapon, no scheme, no amount of coordinated hate can stop a destiny that he has signed off on. They thought they could erase your name, but God is writing it in stone. Let's talk about that confidence again, the one they hate so much. They call it arrogance because they don't have a word for it. They don't know what it feels like to be backed by the universe. They walk around nervous, anxious, looking over their shoulders, because when you do people dirty, you have to live in fear of the dirt coming back. But you sleep like a baby. You walk with your chest out, not because you are perfect, but because you are covered. There is a shield around you that they cannot see. But they can feel it when they try to touch you. They throw an insult, and it bounces off. They start a rumor, and it dies before it spreads. They try to block an opportunity, and a better one opens up. They are shooting arrows at a tank, and they are exhausting themselves. You have to understand the spiritual dynamic here. They are fighting with carnal weapons, words, lies, social exclusion, politics, petty games. Those are the weapons of the weak. Those are the weapons of people who have no real power. But you are fighting with spiritual weapons, faith, patience, integrity, and the presence of God. It's a mismatch. It's not even a fair fight. They brought a knife to a nuclear war. And the only reason they haven't been vaporized yet is because God is merciful. He is giving them time to repent, time to realize their mistake, time to back off. But if they don't, if they keep pushing, if they keep poking the bear, they are going to learn a lesson that will echo through their entire lives. You don't touch God's property, and make no mistake, you are God's property. He bought you with a price. He refined you in the fire. He watched you cry when they hurt you, and he took those tears personally. The Bible says vengeance is his, not yours, his, and that is a scary thing for them, because if you take revenge, you might mess it up. You might go too far, or not far enough. But when God takes revenge, it is precise. It is surgical. He knows exactly what they value most, and he knows exactly how to touch it. He knows their insecurities. He knows their secrets. He knows the things they hide in the dark, and he can expose it all with a snap of his fingers. They are walking on a tightrope over a canyon, And they are busy trying to push you off, not realizing that God is the one holding the rope. You might be asking, why is it taking so long? Why are they still winning? Listen to me. They are not winning. They are gathering. God is letting them gather. He is letting them build their little tower of lies as high as they can. Why? So that when it falls, everyone sees it. If they fell when they were small, nobody would notice. But God wants witnesses. He wants the people who believe their lies to see the truth. He wants the audience they built to watch them crumble. So he lets them climb. He lets them get arrogant. He lets them think they are untouchable, because the higher they climb, the harder the fall and the louder the crash. You are just the observer now. You are the witness to their judgment. You don't have to lift a finger. Just stand there with God beside you and watch the show. It's funny. They thought you were the one who needed them. They thought you were the parasite. But now that you're gone, look at how they act. They are still talking about you, still obsessed with you, still monitoring your every move. If you were so nothing, if you were so irrelevant, why can't they get your name out of their mouths? I'll tell you why. Because your light irritates their demons. Your presence, even your absence, convicts them deep down. In places they don't talk about at parties. They know they were wrong. They know they betrayed an innocent person. And that guilt, it eats at them. It rots them from the inside. They try to drown it out with noise, with fake laughs, with new friends. But the ghost of what they did follows them. And God ensures that they never get a good night's sleep. Meanwhile, you are growing. You are evolving. The pain they caused you was real. I won't lie, it left a scar, but God turned that scar into a star. He used the isolation to upgrade you. When you were with them, you were distracted. You were dimming your light to match their darkness. But now, alone with God, you are blazing. You are learning things about yourself that you never knew. You are finding strength you didn't know you had. You are tapping into a source of power that is infinite. They thought they were burying you. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. They were planting you. And now the harvest is coming, and they are going to have to watch you eat. Psalm 23 says, He prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Think about that image. It doesn't say he removes the enemies. It says he sets the table right in front of them. They have to watch. They have to stand there, hungry, cold, empty, while you feast, while you are blessed, while you are elevated. That is the ultimate justice. Not that they die, but that they live to see you succeed. They live to see that their betrayal didn't stop you. It accelerated you. That is the burning coal on their head, knowing that they pushed you right into your destiny, knowing that if they had just stayed loyal, they could have been at the table too, but they chose the crumbs of gossip over the banquet of loyalty. And now they starve. So don't you dare feel lonely. Don't you dare feel sad. Look to your left. Look to your right. You might not see a person, but feel the air. Feel the energy. That is the Holy Spirit. That is the Creator, occupying the space they left behind. And let me tell you, that is an upgrade. You traded fake friends for the real God. You traded conditional love for unconditional favor. You won the lottery, and they threw away the winning ticket. Let them keep the ticket. Let them keep the drama. You have the prize. You have the peace that surpasses all understanding, a peace that makes no sense to them, a peace that drives them crazy because they can't break it. They're trying to figure out your next move. They are analyzing your silence. What is he planning? What is she doing? You aren't planning anything against them. You are too busy planning your future. You are too busy building your kingdom. You are too busy walking with God. And when you walk with God, you move fast. You cover ground that used to take years in days. You are leaving them in the dust. Soon, they will be a distant memory, a speck in your rear view mirror, a cautionary tale you tell your children about who not to trust. They will be footnotes in the story of your success. The ones who tried to stop me, the ones who pushed me to God. That is their legacy. Obstacles, stepping stones, nothing more. So hold your head up, fix your crown. You are a child of the Most High. You are not a victim. You are a victor. They thought you were alone. Let them think that. Let them think you are weak. Let them attack. Let them come, because the harder they come, the harder they will hit the wall of fire that surrounds you. God is not mocked, and he is not asleep. He saw every tear. He heard every word. And he has already written the ending of this story. Spoiler alert, you win. You win because you stayed standing. You win because you didn't become like them. You win because when the world walked out, you realized that God remained. And that realization, that connection, it is worth more than 1,000 fake friends. It is worth more than all the popularity in the world. You have the one thing they don't. You have the presence of the Almighty. So walk tall, walk strong, and let them watch, let them wonder, let them fear, because they are beginning to realize the truth, the terrifying truth, that they didn't just pick a fight with you, they picked a fight with God. And that is a fight they will never, ever win. Ha, look at you, yeah, you, sitting there like life chewed you up and spit you out. You think you look pathetic. Nah, you look human and hurt, because the people you trusted took a sledgehammer to everything you built and walked away like it meant nothing. They thought it was funny, didn't they? Watching you fall apart, watching you crumble, watching you lose the things that mattered to you. Oh, they had their little moment, their little celebration, their little victory dance, because they really believed they destroyed you. They really believed they ended you. They really believed they could break you and walk away untouched. But let me tell you something they forgot. God was watching the whole damn time. Every lie they told, every time they twisted the knife, every moment they tried to tear you down, every attempt to crush your spirit, he saw it. He recorded it. He took note of every detail. And here's the part they're going to regret for the rest of their lives. God restores publicly what people tried to destroy privately. Let that sink in. You think this is the end of you? This is the beginning of the most terrifying comeback they'll ever witness. See, they thought tearing you down was easy. Breaking someone good always is. People like them, they don't attack weak people. They attack strong ones, chosen ones, people with destiny stamped on their back. They didn't hurt you because you were worthless. They hurt you because they saw worth in you that even you didn't see. They saw potential, they saw light, they saw strength, and it scared the hell out of them. So what did they do? They tried to destroy it, destroy you. But here's the twist they never saw coming. You can't destroy someone God built. You can wound them, you can shake them, you can strip away pieces. But God, He restores it all, and He restores it better. You know that feeling? That heaviness in your chest, that exhaustion in your bones, that part of you that wonders, why did this happen? Why did they do this to me? I'll tell you why. Because they thought you'd never rise again. because they thought God wasn't real enough to step in, because they thought their cruelty had more power than your purpose. And that, my friend, is the biggest mistake they ever made. Because right now, while you're sitting there thinking life is over, God is building the blueprint of your restoration piece by piece, layer by layer, brick by brick. He's not rushing it. He's not slapping you together like some cheap repair job. No. He's rebuilding you intentionally, stronger, sharper, more disciplined, more aware, more dangerous. He's restoring your heart, your courage, your faith, your identity, your fire. You think the pain was pointless? Pain is the workshop God uses to build warriors. Look at your scars. Look at them closely. You think those are signs of defeat? No, those are your credentials. You survived what was designed to destroy you. You walked out of storms that should have drowned you. You held on when everything in you wanted to let go. That alone makes you unstoppable. But let me tell you, the part that's really going to make them choke, God isn't just restoring you. He's restoring you right in front of them. Oh yeah, they're going to see it. They're going to watch the whole thing happening piece by piece. They're going to see you healed, see you strong, see you confident, see you glowing with the kind of strength you can only get from divine rebuilding. They thought they ended your story, but God is about to shove the next chapter in their face. You ever watch someone try to pretend they're not bitter? That little fake smile, that forced laugh, that tight jaw? That's what they're going to look like when God restores you. They're going to watch you rise higher than they ever expected. And they're not going to be able to do a damn thing about it. They can't lie about you anymore. Your success will speak louder. They can't sabotage you anymore. God blocked their access. They can't manipulate your peace. God reinforced your walls. Listen closely. The devil didn't break you. People didn't break you. What you lost didn't break you. You were shaken, not shattered, bent, not broken, delayed, not denied, because restoration requires emptiness, loss, ruins, pain. God can't restore something that's still intact. He restores what's been destroyed. And your destruction was the very thing that triggered your restoration. It was never punishment. It was preparation. God had to remove people because they weren't meant for the chapter he's building. He had to tear down things because he needed a stronger foundation. He had to break old versions of you because they couldn't carry the blessing coming. You want the real truth? Those people did exactly what they needed to do to position you for where God is taking you. They thought they were hurting you, but they were actually helping you, pushing you, shaping you, setting you up. Because now you're stepping into a season where everything they tried to destroy, God is rebuilding, restoring, and returning back to you multiplied. Your peace restored, your confidence restored, your relationships restored, your opportunities restored, your self-worth restored, your strength restored, your destiny fully restored, and not in secret, not quietly, not behind closed doors. He's not rushing it. He's not slapping you together like some cheap repair job. No, he's rebuilding you intentionally, stronger, sharper, more disciplined, more aware, more dangerous. He's restoring your heart, your courage, your faith, your identity, your fire. You think the pain was pointless? Pain is the workshop God uses to build warriors. Look at your scars. Look at them closely. You think those are signs of defeat? No, those are your credentials. You survived what was designed to destroy you. You walked out of storms that should have drowned you. You held on when everything in you wanted to let go. That alone makes you unstoppable. But let me tell you, the part that's really going to make them choke, God isn't just restoring you. He's restoring you right in front of them. Oh yeah, they're going to see it. They're going to watch the whole thing happening piece by piece. They're going to see you healed, see you strong, see you confident, see you glowing with the kind of strength you can only get from divine rebuilding. They thought they ended your story, but God is about to shove the next chapter in their face. You ever watch someone try to pretend they're not bitter? That little fake smile, that forced laugh, that tight jaw? That's what they're going to look like when God restores you. They're going to watch you rise higher than they ever expected. And they're not going to be able to do a damn thing about it. They can't lie about you anymore. Your success will speak louder. They can't sabotage you anymore. God blocked their access. They can't manipulate your peace. God reinforced your walls. Listen closely. The devil didn't break you. People didn't break you. What you lost didn't break you. You were shaken, not shattered, bent, not broken, delayed, not denied, because restoration requires emptiness, loss, ruins, pain. God can't restore something that's still intact. He restores what's been destroyed. And your destruction was the very thing that triggered your restoration. It was never punishment. It was preparation. God had to remove people because they weren't meant for the chapter he's building. He had to tear down things because he needed a stronger foundation. He had to break old versions of you because they couldn't carry the blessing coming. You want the real truth? Those people did exactly what they needed to do to position you for where God is taking you. They thought they were hurting you, but they were actually helping you, pushing you, shaping you, setting you up. Because now you're stepping into a season where everything they tried to destroy, God is rebuilding, restoring, and returning back to you multiplied. Your peace restored, your confidence restored, your relationships restored, your opportunities restored, your self-worth restored, your strength restored, your destiny fully restored, and not in secret, not quietly, not behind closed doors, but right in front of them. They're going to watch God bless what they tried to break. They're going to watch God elevate what they tried to bury. They're going to watch God rebuild what they tried to tear down. They're going to watch God restore what they thought was gone forever. And the best part? They won't be able to do anything but watch. No interference, no sabotage, no manipulation, just silent regret. So yeah, sit there for a moment. Feel the pain, feel the disappointment, feel the betrayal, then get up, because your restoration is already in motion. God isn't asking for your permission. He's restoring you because it's time to rise, time to rebuild, time to return with double, time to step into everything you were always meant to be. You thought you lost everything? Nah, God is returning it stronger, bigger, better, unbreakable. And when you rise, and you will rise, they'll have to live with the truth. They tried to destroy you, but God restored you right in front of them, and now you're untouchable. You think God's done with you just because you're standing back up? Oh no. Standing up is just phase 1. Phase 2 is where things get real. Phase 2 is where God starts restoring everything they ripped from your hands. And he does it while they watch in silence, unable to touch you. Because listen, restoration doesn't mean going back to what you were. It means becoming what you were supposed to be before people tried to ruin you. And right now, right this moment, God is shaping you into someone dangerous to the darkness, dangerous to every enemy who bet on your downfall, dangerous to anyone who thought you didn't have it in you to rise again. You're stepping into a version of yourself that was always inside you. The fighter, the warrior, the survivor, the one who refuses to die, even when everything tries to bury them. See, you think you're rebuilding slowly, painfully, inch by inch. But God restores differently. He restores in ways that don't make sense. One day you wake up and something clicks. The weight feels lighter, your breath feels deeper, your mind feels sharper, your heart feels stronger. You start noticing that the same things that used to break you, they don't even scratch the surface anymore. And that's when the people who try to destroy you start getting nervous, because nothing scares a destroyer more than realizing the ruins they left behind turned into the foundation of a fortress. You know what's coming next. Elevation. Not the kind that sneaks in quietly. No, the kind that makes noise. The kind that makes people whisper. The kind that forces the ones who betrayed you to lower their eyes when they see you. God is about to place you somewhere they can't reach, somewhere they can't interrupt, somewhere their words, their gossip, their tricks, none of it can follow you, and they'll have no choice but to sit there and watch you rise like nothing they did ever mattered. That's what restoration looks like. Not just survival, domination. Let me break it down for you. God doesn't restore you to where you were. He restores you to where you should have been if people hadn't interfered. He restores the lost years. He restores missed opportunities. He restores strength you didn't know you could have. He restores relationships, but not the old ones. Better ones, higher ones, divine ones. He restores confidence you thought was gone forever. He restores ambition they tried to crush. He restores faith they tried to shake. And the beauty of it, he restores publicly because they tried to destroy you in secret, in shadows, behind your back, whispering, planning, laughing. So God flips the script and restores you in the open on display, in the light, in a way no one can deny. And the ones who hurt you, the ones who thought they'd get away with it, oh, they'll feel every ounce of it. They'll watch blessings fall into your hands like rain. They'll watch doors open for you that slammed shut for them. They'll watch opportunities chase you that they prayed would never reach you. They'll watch you step into a level of strength they never imagined you'd touch. And you know what the crazy part is? They'll pretend they're happy for you. They'll force a smile. They'll say, I knew you'd make it. They'll try to wiggle their way back into your life, not because they care, not because they've changed, but because your restoration exposes what they failed to destroy. Your success becomes their reminder. Your growth becomes their punishment. Your healing becomes their consequence. You rising is their judgment. And God won't let them look away. He'll make sure they see it. Every blessing, every breakthrough, every victory. You know why? Because God isn't just restoring you for you. He's restoring you as a message that says, you can't destroy what I protect. You can't break what I'm building. You can't end who I've called. You were chosen. That's why you were attacked. That's why you were betrayed. That's why they tried so hard to tear you down. People don't try to destroy worthless things. They target valuable things, chosen things, anointed things. And you're valuable. You're chosen. You're anointed. Even if you don't feel like it yet, this restoration you're walking into, it's not random. It's divine timing. You're entering a season where the same things that used to drain you won't touch you, where the same situations that used to break you won't faze you, where the same people who used to intimidate you won't move you. Because once God restores you, you don't go back to being fragile. You become bulletproof, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, energetically. You become someone that storms avoid, someone darkness fears, someone enemies cannot handle, and your haters, let me tell you something. They're about to go through something worse than you did. You know what it is. It's not punishment. It's not karma. It's not revenge. It's exposure. God is about to expose who they really are, to themselves, to others, to the world. They'll watch you healed while they remain fractured. They'll watch you grow while they stay stuck. They'll watch you expand while they shrink. That's the real justice, not them falling, but them realizing they fell while you rose. You ever see someone haunted by their own actions, haunted by the fact that the person they tried to destroy became everything they secretly wished they could be? That's what's coming. Your restoration will humble them more than punishment ever could. And you're not even going to have to lift a finger. God is handling it. God is planning it. God is executing it. All you need to do is keep moving forward. Keep holding on. Keep breathing. Keep fighting. Because the next chapter of your life is the chapter where you become untouchable, the chapter where you stop surviving and start ruling, the chapter where you stop breaking and start becoming, the chapter where you stop doubting and start knowing who you are, knowing whose you are, knowing what you carry, knowing what you're destined for. And here's the truth. You don't even fully understand the power God is placing inside you right now. You're going to shock them. You're going to shock yourself. You're going to shock everyone who ever laughed at your pain. Because the restoration God is giving you, it's not subtle, it's loud, it's undeniable, it's supernatural. People won't be able to explain it. They won't understand how you healed that fast, how you rebuilt that strong, how you climbed that high, how you turned nothing into everything. They'll say you changed. They'll say you're different. And guess what? They'll be right. Because when God restores you, you don't go back to who you were. You become someone new, someone refined, someone upgraded, someone unstoppable. And whether they like it or not, they're going to witness it every step, every level, every blessing. That's not ego. That's restoration. So wipe your face, straighten your back, lift your head. You're not walking into restoration. You're walking into revelation, revelation of who you are, revelation of what God placed inside you, revelation of who really stood with you and who never did. And when you take that first full step into your destiny, when you finally feel that strength rise in your bones, when you finally see what God rebuilt inside of you, you're going to understand something powerful. They tried to destroy you, but God used their destruction as the blueprint for your restoration. And the final twist, God will make sure they see every bit of it.